And then I would say if I had to pick my most favorite lip products that I tried this year, and this is again a more recent favorite, but yeah, I'm obsessed. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. So today I am going to be talking about my 2021 favorites of high-end and mid-range makeup products. I did do an affordable version of this not too long ago. I will link that video down below, but yeah, I've got quite a lot of products. In fact, I think I'm even going to split this one up into two and do an eyeshadow palette one next because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I tried this year from high-end brands that were really good, you guys. They were good. Everything I talk about today, I will link in the description box below. I think one thing about me that has changed this year is that I have really gotten an appreciation for high-end products. Like, I can really understand why people like high-end packaging. Just like when you hold a high-end product, it just feels different, you know? Of course, I am a drugstore gal at heart, and I love my drugstore and affordable products, absolutely. But this year, I'm getting a little bit of a bougie taste. So we'll see what happens next year. But there are a lot of things I tried this year, and I want to share them with you guys. Some of the things did not come out this year, but I tried them this year. So these are just products that are new to me this year. Okay, enough. Let's get to it. So we're gonna start off with foundation. I do have 3 foundations to talk about. My skin has really gone through it this year, you guys. I really have always had normal skin, not really oily, not really dry, just normal until about 5 months ago. I started getting really, really bad acne, and really my skin went super oily, like especially the past couple months, oily, oily, oily. So, beginning of the year, I discovered the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. I have mine in the shade 25N, light, medium, neutral. I think this is an absolutely beautiful light to medium coverage. Again, serum foundation, which means it's incredibly liquidy. It's very skin-like. It almost becomes one with the skin, but it definitely has more of a hydrating, dewy finish. It's not so dewy that like if you have normal skin, you'll be fine with it. Right now, I could not wear this. Okay, if you're oily, like me right now, not good. It would be just sliding off my face. But if you have normal to dry skin, I think you're really gonna like this foundation. I really liked it in the beginning of the year when I had more normal skin. The color on this is perfect for me. It is definitely a true neutral, which I love. It doesn't pull yellow, it doesn't pull orange, it doesn't pull pink on me. It's very flattering in terms of the tone, so I love this one. Okay, another favorite this year for me was the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. I have mine in the shade 2.20N/O. This was definitely one of my favorite foundations of the year, and I don't think this came out this year, but I tried it this year. It is what I'm wearing on my face today. It is truly like a satin leaning matte foundation on me, which again, right now is what I'm looking for. But even when I had more of a normal skin type in the beginning of the year, this worked on me. It just did lean a little more matte. So if you have dry skin, probably not the best foundation for you unless you prep your skin very, very hydrated underneath. I absolutely love the medium coverage this gives me. It doesn't sink into my lines. It doesn't get cakey and weird. It's just really nice, smooth, satiny, matte foundation. Definitely more of a medium coverage, not full coverage, which I don't love a full coverage foundation most of the time anyway. So I like this one, you guys. I like it. In fact, I bought a backup because they had them at like the Marshalls near me. Check your Marshalls or TJ Maxx. They have these on super, super sale. They have a million shades. And again, the shade on me is really nice. The N/O is neutral olive, which is what I am. I'm a neutral olive, and it is very rare. I'm spitting all over the place, excuse me. It is very rare to find a neutral olive foundation, so I love this one. I love it. This was a more recent find for me, but I am absolutely loving it, and already it's becoming one of my most favorite foundations. Now again, this is something I discovered recently, which means it's been working for my oily skin. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light Beige. I love this foundation. I feel like on my oily skin, it is the perfect matte not drying, not cakey, very smooth, really beautiful foundation. It's definitely more medium to full coverage. You can definitely make it full coverage. It covers all my blemishes. It stays put all day, which is rare for me. It's rare for me. So it doesn't slide off my face. It's a really, really nice foundation. If you are very oily and you've got acne prone skin, I think you're really gonna like this one. Now the color of this one is a little bit too orange on me, which happens a lot, but I can deal with it. Like with concealer and bronzer, I can, make it even out in the end. Not my ultimate favorite shade match, but the foundation itself, wonderful. I'm really glad I discovered this year. I've got no new concealers or powders to talk about today. I'm a creature of habit when it comes to concealer. I really only wear Tarte Shape Tape and I mix it sometimes with like the e.l.f. hydrating concealer. I like that, but not really any concealers that I tried this year that I really loved. And powders, I'm testing out a few right now, but nothing I can call like a true favorite yet. Stay tuned. Okay, let's talk cheek products. This cream bronzer I tried this year, definitely one of my favorite cream bronzers ever, and certainly my favorite high-end cream bronzer. This is the Danessa Myricks Power Bronzer in the shade Light. This is such a unique cream bronzer. It is truly a cream, like a moussey, thick cream that almost has like a full coverage aspect to it. So in my last video, the affordable one, I talked about the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is literally the opposite. It is more of a opaque, thick, creamy type of formula. It does lean slightly warm, so I wouldn't wear this if you are extremely fair. It might be a little too orange on you, but for my light to light medium skin, this color is good for bronzing if I want to look bronzed. I am wearing it on my face today, and it's extremely easy to blend out. It's incredibly emollient, so it's not dry, it's not skippy, it's really, really easy to spread on the skin. I don't have any problems with it picking up my foundation. I prefer to use a sponge with this one just because of how thick it is. If I use a brush, I feel like it deposits too much at once. I really like this cream bronzer. I'm really happy that I picked this up this year. For powder bronzer, this is the only high-end powder bronzer that I tried this year that I think is wonderful. I've really been enjoying it. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Light Medium. First of all, I love the packaging. I love his packaging. It's very minimal, but it's very clean. I love the magnetic closure. And again, I love the tone of this. It's definitely more of a neutral bronzer. It's a matte bronzer, but it's not super dry or super like dusty looking. It does have a very, very slight satin effect. I love it. I think it's really nice. It's easy to blend. For my skin tone, I have to be a little bit light-handed with this because it can be a little bit too much if I go in too crazy, but I'm really enjoying this powder bronzer. This was another face duo that I tried this year that I, again, obviously loved. Like I loved everything. That's the whole point of this video, right? You get that. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Mini Contour and Highlighter Powder for Film Star Cheekbones on the Go. That is a long name. This is in the shade Light. Okay, I absolutely love this duo. I like both products in it. This is definitely more of a contour shade and it's good for me in the wintertime. Not in the summertime, it's a little too light for me then, but if you have a fair skin tone, you would really like this as a contour, that more like neutral to slightly cooler tone. It's very easy to apply. It's not super duper pigmented, so you can go in with a heavier hand and you don't have to be super cautious about it or anything. This highlight, I love. I am not much of a highlighter gal, especially now that I'm oily, like I'm already shiny enough. I'm shiny enough that you could see me from space without a highlighter. But if I do want a subtle highlight, something that is a little bit more natural looking, this is the one I tend to go to. It's just a really pretty, very subtle, very just soft highlight. Again, I would say if you're any deeper than me, you're not gonna be able to use this duo because for me, it's just like perfect. In the summertime, it's a little bit too light. But if they have other shades, I don't know if they do, they should, for goodness sake, it's Charlotte Tilbury, I think she can afford it. I highly recommend this one. Okay, I just got done saying I'm not much of a highlight gal, and I'm not, but I did pick up one highlight this year that I'm really liking for moments where I really do want to highlight, like at night, if I go out, which I don't really. But if I were to, hypothetically, I do like a highlight in low lighting when it can just like hit your face in a certain way. And also, I teach ballroom dancing, if you didn't know this. So when I go to competition and I have like full glam, like full on stage makeup, I do like to wear a highlight actually. So this one is beautiful for like a blinding highlight. I'm sure you guys know of this product. Duh. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. This is a classic OG highlighter. It's been around forever, and for good reason that it's been so hyped up. It is gorgeous. It is very wet looking on the skin, not glittery, not shimmery, just super duper, just blindingly beautiful. Again, I don't know if they have any more shades of this available. Obviously, Becca closed down, but Smashbox is selling Champagne Pop. But again, if you go to a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls near you, I guarantee you're gonna find these highlights. I've seen them. And in all the shades, actually, kind of scattered. So I love this one. I'm really glad I have this. And it's so big. I will never go through this for as long as I live. So I do really like it though. Okay, and now we've got some blushes to talk about. So first blush to talk about. This is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. I have mine in the shade Mykonos. This is an absolutely gorgeous blush. I had heard so many people talk about this. I had heard people hype it up. And I thought, it's a blush, like how good can it be? What's the story here? Well, I ate my words as soon as I tried it. It is the smoothest, most beautiful, foolproof, satiny, sheeny blush. I don't like a glittery or shiny blush. I just don't. I prefer a matte blush, maybe a satin blush, but I don't like things with a lot of sheen to them. But this one, it somehow makes your cheeks have that glow, have that little moment without emphasizing texture, without emphasizing your pores. It is really magical. It's just beautiful. I love this peachy color. I tend to really reach for this more in like the spring and summertime. I want more colors of this. I want more colors of this. I will get them eventually. Gorgeous blush. Okay, and then the last blushes I'm gonna talk about, if you've been here before, you already know what I'm going to say. This is a broken record at this point. The Patrick Ta Cream and Powder Blush Duos. So the one I'm wearing on my cheeks today is just the regular duo in Do We Know Her. It is kind of similar to the Buxom, actually very similar in this bright peachy apricot color. It just gives light and bright and youth to the skin, in my opinion. I feel like just awakened and just ethereal, like a fairy just flying through the... I'm not sure where I'm going with that. I like this blush on me. It's pretty. And then I did pick up his holiday blush palette, which I've mentioned before. These ones I would say are much more pigmented than this one. This one I can be a little bit more heavy-handed with, and I don't feel like it gets too much too quick. This I have to be very careful with. I have to tap my brush off pretty heavily before I apply these powders. And the cream blushes are just really pretty. They add that moisture, that little bit of hydration to your cheeks without being glittery or anything like that. I am so happy I have these. I'm tempted to buy more, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to because I have 4 and I don't need any more. Okay? Okay, somebody please stop me.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, now I've got a whole bunch of lip products. I know, it's really not a shock to me either. So let's get started. First of all, let's talk about some lip liners that I discovered this year. This is the Alamar Cosmetics lip liner formula. This one and another one I'm gonna mention later is like my ultimate favorite ideal lip liner formula. I like something that's creamy, okay, but lasts. I have the shades Dulce and Birthday Suit. They are super easy to apply. They just glide right over the lips. You can easily fill in your whole lip with these. That's how creamy they are, but they tend to last very well. I find with a lot of creamier formulas, like I love the ColourPop lippy pencils, but I find that those don't last very long. although they are very creamy. And I have a lot of other favorites that are on the opposite side that are more on the dry side, and they last longer, but they're not like super easy to glide on your lips. These ones are just like the perfect combination of creamy and long lasting. I highly recommend these, and I'm putting them in the high end, even though they're more of a mid price. They're a little bit more expensive than a drugstore brand, but definitely not as expensive as a Sephora brand. I just love Alamar Cosmetics in general. I think I have everything they've ever sold pretty much, or one of everything that they have in their line. I love these. I absolutely love these. And then I would say if I had to pick my most favorite lip products that I tried this year, and this is again a more recent favorite, but yeah, I'm obsessed. This is the little mini lip kit that I bought from Charlotte Tilbury, the Pillow Talk lip kit. It comes with the lip pencil and the lipstick. I am so impressed with this lip kit. First of all, once again, this lip liner is very similar to the Alamar Cosmetics in that it is extremely creamy, but oh my goodness, does this last. It is weird. Like, what kind of sorcery they put in these products, I don't know. But it is the longest lasting lipstick and lip pencil I've ever used in my life. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be matte, but I would call it more of a satin. It's not super like powdery finish, but it's not super shiny. It's right in the middle. But I wear this all the time to work. Like I said, I teach ballroom dancing. So I go in and I can teach 3, 4, 5, sometimes up to 7 hours of dancing. And the whole time, I'm talking, I'm drinking water the whole time. And this stuff lasts on me all day. I am shocked. I need this in more colors. I need more colors. And the color is this pink. I'm wearing it on my lips today, by the way, with a lip gloss over it. So I'll get to that in a second. But I'm not a pink person, but I like this pink. I think it goes well with any kind of cool tone looks that I might do on my eyes. I'm really impressed with this. I'm impressed. That's it. That's all I have to say. And then this is another product from Alamar Cosmetics. I have mentioned this on my channel before. This is the Besitos de Perla Shimmering Liquid Lip Balm. It is a hybrid between a lip gloss and a lip balm. It gives you that wet looking glossy moment with these beautiful sparkles, but it feels pillowy like a lip balm. It's a little bit thicker, but it is feels so good on the lips, and it smells like pina colada. So I love that. It is so unique to my collection. Like, I don't have any other product like this. I've been loving it. And then I tried more of Fenty Beauty's lip products. If you guys have been here before, you know my love for the original Fenty Gloss Bomb. It is my favorite lip product of all time. It's just perfection in my eyes. But I did try her other 2 formulas, the Gloss Bomb Cream and the Gloss Bomb Heat, both of which I am loving. I have the Gloss Bomb Cream in Fenty Glow, and I have the Heat version in Fussy Heat. So I am wearing Fussy Heat on my lips over the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which I'm loving that combo, the pink combo. When I tried this on camera the first time during one of my hauls, I told a story that I had first tried this on bare lips with nothing underneath, and holy moly, it burned me. Like, it was burning. But I find if I layer this on top of a lip product, either a lipstick or a lip liner, just putting that little barrier between this and my lips, I feel a medium burning sensation. So it's fine. Actually, I like it. It gives that little plumping effect without like making me want to rip my lips off my face. You know what I mean? So I like the Heat, and the cream one, I love this one. I love the shade. I love the effect it gives my lips. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. I don't know what she does, how she does it, but I love her lip products, her lip glosses in particular. All right, you guys, and that is it for my 2021 high-end / mid-range makeup products that I loved this year, that I tried this year. Let me know some of your favorites down below. Please, I would love to know some of your recommendations of things you've tried this year, particularly high-end and mid-range. Please leave them down in the comments below. And I would also love for you to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps me out a lot when you do that. If you aren't already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both fashion and beauty videos. I am going to be uploading a part 2 of this video featuring my favorite high-end and mid-range eyeshadow palettes that I used this year. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. I want to thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye.